Thanks so much, Corey. Greg, let's pick right up where we left off last week. We were talking a little bit about class action lawsuits, and for people at home who aren't quite sure what that is, can you explain that really briefly?
Well, a class action lawsuit is a lawsuit where you take one plaintiff, and that plaintiff represents everybody in the same class, everybody that has injuries based upon the same act or same product. You use the one person as the test case. If that person wins, they win for all the plaintiffs. If they lose, they basically lose for all the plaintiffs. So it's an easier way than having 1,000 different suits. You take one suit,
right,
and it covers all of them. And the big ones that are happening right now with medical products, we talked about the replacements, the joint replacements.
Right.
If you had a joint replacement and it was metal on metal, those are being found to cause serious problems because the metal gets absorbed into the system and those things fail. The other ones that are really big right now are mesh type class actions. There's this mesh that they put in to help support a hernia repair,
okay,
or a prolapse repair. A prolapse is because women, when they're giving birth to children, the ligaments and muscles stretch, and so as they get older, that doesn't support their abdomen as well. So they need the mesh to help support, and those products are being found to have failed and causing worse problems than if they wouldn't have had the mesh put in.
So how does somebody go about if they've had this problem, or maybe they've had the procedure, because right now you're saying you need to catch it before it happens?
Right. Well, the first thing we need to do is we need to get the surgical reports to show what type of product was put into the person. Was it a metal on metal hip? Was it the right type of mesh? Then once we determine that, we contact the litigation for those class actions, and we become part of the class and help to join them and further the case that way.
So you're talking about local attorneys such as yourself working on sort of a larger scale in a class action suit like you're referring to.
We help the people that are local get hooked up with the certain attorneys who are pushing the plaintiff case.
That's really great information, and that's something I didn't know before, because you see some of the commercials on there advertising some of the bigger medical cases that this is sort of surrounding, and I did not know that. But Greg, always useful information for us this afternoon. If you have any questions for Greg, I encourage you to contact him. His information is on your screen, and thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
And stay tuned, I've got my full forecast coming up.
If you want Greg to answer one of your legal questions, visit krextv.com, click on Live in the Studio, and submit your question on the right side of the screen. Watch Greg's segment every Wednesday on News Channel 5 at noon.